Laiatu Latu has got to get to the quarterback this year for the Colts defense to be successful. You have got to make quarterbacks uncomfortable, whether that's through pressure, whether it's through sacks, the fear of sacks, whatever. You have got to hurry a guy. You have got to make a quarterback not enjoy playing against you. That's the challenge this year for Laiatu Latu. He's built his body a little bit. You'll hear how he's looking at this year and how he looks to improve from last year.
Shoot, really just getting back on the field with the guys back at Grand Park, and just, being on the field, doing indies, Coach P, and the guys. I had a blast last year, so, ready to kill it with them.
What feels different maybe in this mini camp versus last year's mini camp?
New defense for sure is a big difference, but going into year 2, I feel like, I know what's coming. I'm ready. Don't really have any stressors. I feel like really the defense, honestly, going into training camp, and I feel like it's going to be a fun camp this year.
How do you feel? Just being ready and not having all the stressors. What does that maybe free you up to focus on?
Shoot, really, being here, I don't got to worry about rookie stuff. I don't got to worry about bringing snacks. And I can really just, focus on what I need to focus on going into camp and what I need to get better at, and, making sure I know, the defense like the back of my hand.
How do you feel about Lou's defense?
I love everything Coach Lou brings to the table. Within the defense, I feel like it'll be really good up front for us in the pass and in the run as well. Lou is such a smart guy, and I could, everyone could tell in the D meeting room. So I think, with the defense, we're gonna eat.
Did you work on anything physically in the offseason? Add weight? Add anything? What'd you do?
Shoot, I was more consistent with the way I ate, making sure I get my sleep, and then just building my strength on my upper body. That's really what I focus on.
Where do you anticipate the biggest jump in your game, or is that too simple? What do you anticipate?
I think I can. Wait, ask the question.
Well, the biggest jump in your game from rookie year to now. What do you anticipate?
Really, just my IQ on the field, and then in terms of the ball, getting off the ball with the ball going, and being able to read certain keys within the O line to help me get off the ball.
Are you a numbers guy? Do you have numbers that you want to meet as far as sacks, pressures, or whatever?
Sure. My goal is 1 a game, but that's going to come with doing good in training camp, being able to play off my guys and understanding the defense. So.
It seemed like there were some near misses last year where you were almost there.
No, for sure, and that's one thing I could clean up for sure too. Watching film and just taking away those milliseconds, within my rush. So.
Did you feel? You felt like, damn, I almost had it.
No, for sure. A lot of times I feel like that, but this year it's going to be I'm gonna have them.
Do you look at how Lou was able to get Trey Hendrickson some decent amount of favorable matchups, even though teams knew, hey, this is the guy. He was still at 17.5.
And that's one thing that's cool about the defense too, is that comes with the defense. And while watching film, I'm making sure I keep an eye on Hendrickson as well as Hubbard too, and just know how to play in their defense and what it looks like and how it can steal a sack here and there.
They talk about sometimes a rookie wall. Obviously, the NFL season's longer than a college season. Did you feel like you hit any sort of rookie wall?
Last year, I didn't feel like I hit a wall, but there was a time maybe around week 13, 14, I was like, oh, this is for sure longer than the college season. You can feel that, but I got great guys, like Quiddy and Sosa, who help me, make sure I'm taking care of my body. Whatever I don't know, they make sure they let me know and how I can, handle myself.
Did you feel that more physically or mentally?
I'd say more physically, but like I was saying, Quiddy and Sosa told me about hyperbaric, all that stuff, so really helped me keep me going.
Yeah, last season, when you missed plays, you were really hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Have you figured out maybe a way to kind of even kill that a little bit?
No, for sure.
Or is that just who you are?
It's definitely who I am, especially when you're in the moment on the field. You see some and, you can definitely get frustrated, but Buck, always reminds me next play. That's what's cool about the game of football too, is you always got that next play, you always got that next game to make plays and do what you really want to do.
How many almost plays do you feel like you had? Not the number, but do you feel like there were a lot of those last year for you?
I feel like, no, for sure. I feel like I was telling him, this year I really want to shave off like those milliseconds of where I'm getting to the QB, because I felt that like a lot of times. I might have them in my hands, or I was right there. So really just shaving off those milliseconds down, and knowing when I can fall back inside and when they're like working off power. So it's a lot of stuff that I've been getting better at.
That's Laiatu Latu. You get taken 15th in the NFL draft, and you know what? You better put up some numbers. But when you're taken first, the first defensive player taken in a draft at 15, you really you need to show more maybe than Laiatu Latu showed last year as a rookie. But the deal with defensive ends is this. Rookies have a tough time getting to the quarterback in the NFL because they're competing against different level players than they ever competed against in high school, in college. And Latu, I think, learned that last year. We're going to see what kind of player he is this year.